beacon on a hill is how I see our new church. Nowhere in the history of this country have we seen so many angry people. Our governments have caused a lot of problems for us. Look at New York and New Jersey. The people are coming in droves out of that state. I watch television. I'm old. I know. I see this. And they're coming this way, and some of them are going to stop at our new church. I can tell you that. Look at California. California and Oregon, people are upset out there, and over 2 million people have left California. And we're going to get some of those people too. And I think back to another time where it was tough going. I'm thinking of the Depression when my father lost his health in 1929. And as a result, we had a tough going. But we weren't alone. There were other people that was poor also. And it's no disgrace to be poor, but it's no great honor either. And my father taught us kids, 7 of us, he taught us kids the responsibility and stand up for your neighbor and say hello and be 5 minutes early to work. And I remember our church opened their doors. They were a beacon. We had a church that was not as big as this church, but that twice a month, they served sandwiches and soup. And I got my share. In fact, many times I asked for a second, so I can remember that. And my mom made sure that the 3 Narveson, the youngest ones, were in church that night. And we were. And I think back at those days, and people were upset then too. They're upset now, but they were upset then too. They couldn't find work. We had hobos that would come to the house, and my mom always gave them a slice of homemade bread, and she put lard on it. That was our butter of the day. And the people helped one another. People would leave vegetables on the stoop for Mom. She'd find it in the morning. And that helped us a lot. When I was 15 years old, I owned probably 1 shirt, 2 shirts, 1 pair of pants, and a sweater, and a pair of shoes. And that's about all. But people were good. And there were unhappy people then. And I see people coming from the West, coming to make a home for us in this church right here. And when I think of our church, I think of something really special. We have here something, Betty and I have helped build 4 churches in 18 churches that we lived in 4 states. And it's a thrilling time, and so it is with this one. And I look forward to this. I'm 97, but by gumball, I'm going to take a part of this church. I want to have my part of it. And when I went in the Marine Corps in 1942, after Pearl Harbor, I weighed 125. And after 8 weeks of boot camp, I weighed 160 pounds, and I grew 5 inches. How do you like those apples, boy? And my father was so proud. He had 6 boys in the service, and he was so proud. He didn't have any money, but he taught us the right things, how to say hello and help your neighbor. And my father said, Clayton, don't ever let money be your goal in life. And I remember that in my years of practice of law, I never allowed money to be a goal. And I've had happiness because of it. And I found a wonderful girl, and she's been my wife for 69 years. We came to a Christmas dance with me. No, she didn't come with me. I came by myself. But she came with a guy, but in 20 minutes I cut him out. I took her home in my 1935 Chevrolet. And people, I want to tell you something. As the people come into our new church, and they will, I can just see it coming. They're going to find something here that's kind of special, boy. We have a church where we have a pastor who is a good preacher and a teacher, but he also cares about his people. And mark my word, that's a wonderful thing. But our Pastor Roberts has one quality that you don't find in many people. He's a good listener, and every great person I've ever known was a good listener. And so when we pray for our new church, we pray for Pastor, you pray for his wife too, because he's married, and part of him is his wife. And we should always remember that. And as all good Marines would say at the final story, Semper Fi.